Hi there, seventh grade. Mr. Van Wamback here. You see, I have a model of a frog. I think this is a southern leopard frog. And this model has removable parts, and certainly we'll use this. I actually have also brought some frogs from the lab home, and I have the correct safety equipment. Obviously, dissecting a frog that is preserved and um, kept in certain solutions and using certain uh, devices to dissect it is not something we want you to do at home. So what we're going to do with the frog dissection this year is have a few options. But first, we're going to talk about the question: should seventh graders at Key School have the opportunity to dissect frogs? And even though we're going to do it virtually, and we're going to have a model to talk about, I am going to have the opportunity for you all to watch me dissect real frogs next week. And before we do that, you have to decide: is that something you want to, watch, or is that something you'd rather not participate in? When we do this in school, there are three parts to this. After having a debate as to whether Key School students should have the opportunity to dissect frogs, we have people who are participants and they actually are actively dissecting the frog, people who are observers, and they don't want to touch the frog, but they want to watch, which I guess most of you will be this time. And that's a lot of people last year too. And then a few people always choose to be non-participants, and they really don't want to dissect a frog, but they want to learn about the body parts. And since the animal slides are a nice lead up to this, because you probably realize that a lot of the systems that any animal has that's a vertebrate with a backbone like us has a lot of the same systems as we do. So by looking at the frog, we get a really good connection into what what that really looks like, and the complexity of life that is inside of us. So here's what we're going to do this week, and I want you to watch this video before going off to the assignment. I want you today, on Tuesday, May 20th, I guess. No, May 19th, Tuesday, May 19th, I want you all to take a look at 5 pros for dissecting frogs and 5 cons against dissecting frogs. And each of you is going to ultimately make up your own mind how you want to handle this, and whether you want to be part of the live, watch the live dissection, or just do it virtually. Everyone's going to do a virtual dissection as well. But we want to talk about this. Is this something we really think we should do as a class and have an opportunity to do? And what's going to happen is when you come to class on Wednesday, which is May 20th, you are going to be assigned either a pro or a con. Now, keep in mind, in a debate, in order to learn about something, you've got to learn both sides, both the pro and the con, okay? A few things about your research before you start is sometimes you can come upon sites that are fairly disturbing for people who are against, typically. Okay, so you can leave those sites. You don't need to get into all the grossness, and you also want to make sure you're using sources of people who are legitimate. Okay, and by that I mean, are they people that have had experience in this field of either they're a biologist of some sort, somebody who is a veterinarian or a doctor, has typically done dissections of various degrees of sorts. It could be even people who are activists who have experience and decide that they have a different view. So you're gonna find 5 pros, 5 cons. We'll give you a template on Google Classroom to fill those in, and come Wednesday, be ready to talk and discuss. And don't be shy about sharing your thoughts, but your thoughts need to be backed up by actual research and by people who have been doing this or thinking about this for quite some time. And there's a lot of information out there to find. So look forward to talking about that on Wednesday of this week, and then starting the virtual dissection, which you all will do, and going through there. And there are some sites that actually have like real pictures and give you the context of a real dissection as well. So we'll go through that this week, and next Wednesday, a week from this Zoom class, we'll have real frogs, and we'll go through some of the complexities and let you see what that is there. And then hopefully when we get back to school at some point, we can even incorporate that into next year. So hope you all are well. Look forward to this week, and talk to you soon. Bye, 7th grade.